Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you this 180-inch sleeper that I have here, an ARI sleeper, of course, on a Volvo chassis. And, you know, I'm getting old enough that I shouldn't have to work at night in the dark, but Anna just keeps me going. So she's saying, oh, let's go ahead and film one at dusk here, and actually it's almost dark. Hey, it's B208, stock number B208. It's a 180-inch ARI. It's built on a Volvo chassis, a 329-inch wheelbase. I got a 16,000-pound front springs on a 20,000 front beams here, so you don't have to worry about being overweight on your front axle. We're going to come along here. Look at all the lights, and I even put stainless steel underneath my lights on the top and the bottom to help accent them. I got a 40-inch toolbox here. I got another small 24-inch box there. I got my Onan 7500 watt generator stainless steel box here. I've got a 150 amp. I am getting tired, aren't I? Hey, 150 gallon fuel tank. I've got Michelin tires all the way around. I got the Michelin Energy tires. I got the Alcoa Durabrite wheels, so you don't have to worry about polishing them. And I don't know at night here whether it's going to show up the way I'd like to, but it's got the diamond plate stainless steel back wall. I put all the lights on there that we have them. I also put the load lights, the clear load lights, in the U-shaped cabinet, or U-shaped surround, and I like to do that as opposed to putting it up in the air deflector, because that way the air deflector is being shielded, or the light's being shielded by the back of the sleeper. This way it does not get shielded. You could hook up to any trailer you wanted and you're going to have beautiful vision. Hey, we also have the no grease fifth wheel. Grease wheels come in three flavors. They're grease, low lube, no lube. This is a no lube. It also has the air release on it so that you don't have to pull the lever. You go through a very secure process inside the cab. The fifth wheel will then release the trailer, and you can come back and dolly down, unhook the hoses, and you can pull out from underneath your trailer. We're going to come on around here, and Anna, we're going to show them we got another 150 gallon fuel tank on the passenger side. You're going to see that we have a side door. We like the side door. I like to have the step that comes out to meet me. I can walk up into this sleeper and take a look around inside. When you get in here, you're going to see, first of all, I'm going to show you the big 52-inch shower. It's a whole foot bigger, longer shower. People are enjoying the extra room that they can have in here. Got a bigger shower, we need more water. So what I'm doing is putting in extra water in these trucks too to accommodate the bigger, so you can take a nicer, longer shower. Got the rooftop air vent. You got the rooftop air conditioning and heating unit. I got the water level monitor for both my primary and my secondary tanks. So that's kind of a nice thing to be able to do. Of course, they're empty now. I have a Danby household refrigerator, and I can do that because I put a 2800 watt inverter in here. So I've got a big inverter. I started doing it some time ago because I wanted to make all your plug-ins always hot. And in order to do that, I needed a bigger inverter. Put a bigger inverter in. I could also go to a household refrigerator. It's becoming a standard at ARI, but I set the pace of doing it. Okay, we also see here in this cabinet, we've got some hanging space, but that's where I put the extra water tank. Now, some people wonder why I didn't put it on the bottom. I like to put it up there to save room so that I can have drawers down here. Talking to you people, I find that they like to have drawers. So they fold more items than they hang. So I keep all of the drawer space available I can. We utilize some of the hanging space, leave you some in order to put that second water tank in up above. So hey, I've got 40 gallon of water down underneath the bench. It'll be down under here. I've got another 30 gallon up above. I've got a whole 40 gallon down there. So plus the hot water heater, you got a lot of water on board to enjoy that longer shower and longer spell between having to refill. Hey, I'm going to also take a moment and show you what I like about the big bed. It also comes with a big bench. So look at how much room we have to either dine at, have people over, play cards, whatever you like, visit. You got a big bench here that you can comfortably sit at. Now, another benefit to it is we'll take a cushion that I have made up here, and we would kick our shoes off. We'll lean back and we'll watch that big 40-inch flat screen TV up there. How much nicer could it be? Now, one other thing I wanted to do, large window. Why did I want a large window? Well, of course, it gives more light in, and of course, it gives more airflow in. But it also means is that if I'm watching, if I'm somebody that's going along with down the road, somebody else I hope is driving, and I want to be able to look out and see the scenery, I don't have to lean forward or lift up or anything. I just can merely look out. So the big window, I think, is a big plus. I started putting them in. I think it's becoming a standard now at ARI. Why don't I go ahead and show them the big bed? People are loving the big beds. Oops. So you got a nice big comfortable bed that two people can comfortably sleep on if so be it. So I like the big bed, but it isn't only the big bed. It gives me the big bench. The big bench gives me a nicer place to relax and to watch TV or to relax while I'm going down the road. Hey, you folks out on the road deserve a life too, right? So this truck gives you a lot of comfort and conveniences of home while you're out here working and making money. Hey, one of the other things I want to make sure I mention is the Lobosco heater that I put in my trucks. And the reason I went to putting them in there is that I want to save hours on that generator. Same reason I wanted to put the big inverter. I went to the Lobosco heater. It's diesel power fueled, and it takes, they tell me it takes about 1 gallon of diesel fuel for 12 hours of operation. I'm sure that's set at some particular temperature that I'm not, I can't tell you exactly what temperature, but they're very, very fuel efficient. And on top of that, it saves hours on my generator, so I don't have to have it serviced so often, especially in the winter months. I have to run it in the summer for the air conditioner, but in the winter time, I've got a solution for you here. Hey, the thing you do is you put the generator on auto start. If through the night the battery levels get down to a preset voltage level, I can go ahead and have it automatically start the generator and have your batteries restored. Got a nice deep sink that makes it nice for doing dishes, or even if you're doing dishes while you're going down the road, water's not going to slop out. I put in a 2-burner induction stove, and the nice thing about the induction stoves is the stoves themselves don't get hot, the pan does. And where that's, to me, a benefit is that if you accidentally leave the stove on, put the cover over it, you aren't going to have a fire like you would if you had a hot burner. So we've got a really nice surface here. The decor in this truck is beautiful. The 180-inch sleeper gives you so much room. You'll like it. And I'm actually getting you into these trucks for under $300,000. So yeah, it's a lot of money, but for what you get in today's market, that is a very good price. Now, I'm also going to take you up into the cab and just give you a little show of the up in the cab. You ready, Anna?
Yes.
Okay. we come on up, got all the lights on up here. You're going to see that it's got the position perfect steering wheel. I can not only adjust the column, but I can also adjust the steering head. So whatever is comfortable for whatever size of person, this truck is set to accommodate it. Okay, I've got the I-shift transmission I mentioned early on. People love this transmission, right? Now in this case, I put the shifter on the seat. You know, sometimes I put them up here in the dash. Sometimes I put it here on the seat. They both have their benefits and drawbacks. So personally, I kind of like it here on the seat, but that's probably because I'm used to it there. The controls that I have on the truck, I have my power divider. I got a 3-way switch to turn lights on and off back in the sleeper from. I have traction control system. I utilize 6-way traction control. The nice thing about 6-way traction control is that every one of my 4 drive axles is always being monitored for slippage. If one of those tires starts to spin, it's going to transfer the traction over to the other 3 locations or 2 locations, whatever it may be. So the tire with the most firm grip on it can have the majority of the power. I got an air slide 5th wheel. I got hill holder, which I can turn off if I don't want it. I have an air dump for the 5th wheel, and here is the air release for the 5th wheel that I talked about earlier, so that we can actually release the 5th wheel from inside the cab here without having to pull the lever. You have to go through a very secure process. You can't just accidentally dump the trailer going down the interstate. You have to have the parking brake set and the neutral and those types of things, and then you can activate the switch. It'll release the 5th wheel. So, hey, one of the other benefits that I've been able to put on trucks here in the last year or so has been the electronic climate control system. So you set it here. I've got it set at 72 degrees. I've got it on the auto position for the fans. I'm telling it what where I want the air to flow, or it'll automatically choose wherever it's the cold spot within the cab, and it'll maintain that temperature very nicely for you. The other thing you'll see that I have put the generator start and stop switch here on the dash, so that I can start or stop the generator at any time without having to go back to the control panel in the sleeper. The steering wheel, you got all your controls, cruise control and your engine brake and everything is controlled here on the steering wheel. The dash has got a very detailed information available to you. Unlike some trucks where you have all these individual buttons and gauges, you have all that information available to you at any time you want by just selecting it here at the dash. So it's a beautiful truck, beautiful features. The seats people love. I've never had so many compliments on a seat as I'm having on these particular ones. They are not only where you can adjust the base on them, the cushion, the bottom cushion, the tilt of the bottom of the whole seat. You can adjust. We can adjust that. Armrests on both the driver and on the right and left side. They're heated. They're air vent. Awfully comfortable truck for you folks while you're out there driving. Hey, my name's Rex Rash. I'm with GATR Truck Center in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm specialized in ARI custom sleeper trucks. I've built hundreds of them. I try to listen to you folks as to what makes you more comfortable so you have a better life out on the road. And I get a lot of compliments out of the way these trucks are spec'd. If you'd like to talk to me, my phone number is area code 515-645-7953. Again, 515-645. Anna could finish it. She's heard it so many times, but 7953. And again, I like to talk to people about it. We take trades. We got a full service body shop. We got a full service department. We got financing available for you. We take trades. We're ready to do business, anxious to do business. Again, please give me a call. Thank you.